If ICPC goes to monitor a project, it is also incumbent on the people in that community to also collaborate with ICPC. The onus, rather, is on the people of the community to also stay back and see that this project that has been monitored is executed and executed well.
Hello, viewers. Welcome to Transparency Files, ICPC's Public Enlightenment Program. I am your host, Murna Barnabas Atiayi. The constituency and executive projects, ranging from road construction to healthcare delivery, educational infrastructure, amongst others, are often executed for the benefit of the people. However, without active community involvement in the monitoring process, many of these projects are prone to delays, inflated costs, substandard execution, or even abandonment. For this reason, ICPC initiated the Constituency and Executive Project Tracking Initiative with the belief that communities are not just beneficiaries of these projects, but are stakeholders with the right and responsibility to demand accountability. Today on the program, Transparency Files would explore the important role the communities play in ensuring transparency in the execution of the projects domiciled in their constituencies, while highlighting the objectives of this initiative, and they have been achieved with the help of communities and other stakeholders. Also on the program today, we shall be bringing you our youth segment and many more on the subject. But first, let us join Joy Aja as she gives us update on happenings in the Commission. Stay with us.
Hello viewers, thank you for staying with us. My name is Joy Aja with Anti-Corruption Stories. The chairman of ICPC, Dr. Musa Adamu Aliyu SAN, has pledged the Commission's readiness to collaborate closely with the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, in the fight against corruption, particularly in sector regulation and service delivery. Dr. Aliyu made this commitment during a courtesy visit by the Director General of NCAA, Captain Chris Ona Najomo, and his team to the ICPC headquarters in Abuja recently. In his welcome remarks, the ICPC chairman underscored the importance of collective efforts, noting that no agency can fight corruption alone, and called for a multi-sectoral approach to addressing systemic corruption in the aviation sector. Responding, Captain Chris Ona Najomo stated that the visit was part of a broader move to deepen transparency, ethics, and accountability within the aviation industry. The NCAA DG requested ICPC support in enhancing whistleblower protection, strengthening the Anti-Corruption and Transparency Unit, and receiving technical inputs on its proposed sector code of ethics for airlines, maintenance organizations, and training institutions. The agency invited ICPC to review its internal processes and advise on ways to ensure mitigation of corruption risks as well as maximum compliance impact. In another development, ICPC has secured the conviction of one Mr. Olaniran Satiregun for running fake and unapproved courses in his college in Nasarawa State. Mr. Satiregun is the founder and director of International College of Administration, Science and Technology, Autaba Lefi, Nasarawa State. He was first arraigned alongside the institution in 2024 on a 3-count charge bordering on obtaining by false pretense, contrary to Section 1 of the Advanced Fee Fraud and Other Related Offences Act. ICPC's prosecutors, led by Mr. Adesina Rahim, had in the course of the trial detailed how the two defendants deceived unsuspecting applicants by offering admissions to study courses that were not accredited by the regulatory body. Investigations revealed that the institution only got approval from the National Board for Technical Education, NBTE, to run 4 courses. However, it was discovered that the institution, sometimes between the years 2019 and 2021, offered admissions to some applicants into the college to study courses like nursing, public health, and computer science. While delivering a judgment on the case, Honorable Justice Anyalewa Onoje Alakpa of the Federal High Court, Lafia, Nasarawa State, found the two defendants guilty of all counts leveled against them. The judge also sentenced the second defendant, Mr. Satiregun, to 7 years imprisonment without the option of a fine. The judge further directed that all fees collected from the unsuspecting students who were offered illegal courses in the college be refunded to them, and that the institution should limit itself to just 4 courses approved by the approving authority. That will be all on this segment. Transparency Files continues. Please stay with us.
Guy, this our rep member. He did try. This is the third borehole he's constructing with his own money.
No be small thing, no. Honorable Kashkal is the real Odogo. Plus, he is very generous.
Uncle, I don't think it's his money he's spending. ICPC came to our school to sensitize us on many of their initiatives, including constituency and executive project tracking.
Will you shut up? What does a small boy like you know about politics and money?
Haba, at least listen to him before silencing him. He was not true to you now. Go on, my boy.
The ICPC officers gave us a smart number to call if we have questions about constituency project. It's 0800 call ICPC and it's free.
Okay, let's try it. The number probably won't even go through itself. 0800 22 55 42 72.
Hello, you have reached the ICPC toll-free number. My name is Ola. How may I help you?
Hello? My name is Remy from Small London local government area. Can you tell me anything about the constituency projects allocated to this area?
Thank you for calling, Miss Remy. Just a second, please. 121 million naira was allocated by the federal government to your local governments for 10 boreholes, drainage systems along 2 major roads, 50 motorcycles, 100 sewing machines, and other equipment as part of an empowerment scheme. If you suspect any foul play, kindly submit a petition to info@icpc.gov.ng.
Ignorance is not an excuse. Thanks to this boy, we now know better. I will inform the community head so we can monitor projects properly. It's our constituency and our project.
The toll-free number of ICPC is 0800 call ICPC. That is 0800 2255 4272 and the short code 4272. This message is brought to you by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses Commission.
This is Transparency Files, an initiative by the Commission which kicked off in 2019 with the slogan, "My Constituency, My Project," was launched with the goal of ensuring that communities receive value for money in the execution of constituency and executive projects. It also seeks to promote transparency, accountability, and good governance. To ensure the success of this initiative, several key objectives have been outlined. The head of the Constituency and Executive Project Tracking Initiative, Mr. Jumo Sulahimon, says it all.
The Constituency and Executive Project Tracking Division of ICPC was conceived in 2019 by the Commission to, among others, engender good governance, transparency, and accountability, especially focusing on how well monies allocated to government projects are spent, such that the issue of corruption, the issue of lack of transparency will be reduced to the barest minimum. Aside from that, again, the division, or the initiative rather, was also conceived to ensure value for money on government projects. What do we mean by this? If a project is supposed to be 100 million, we should see the value of that 100 million in that project. Aside from that, again, like I said, to ensure transparency and accountability, to also recover money that has been maybe mismanaged or stolen by the contractor, the MDAs, or whoever. Then, moving from that again, to ensure that projects are well executed according to the bill of quantities. What do we mean by this? More often than not, you see that when contracts are being awarded, a project, for example, say, okay, a classroom, maybe 6 blocks of classroom. There are certain things that will be in the bill. But by the time we go to the tracking, you see that those things that were provided in the bill were not there. If they were not there, we look at it very critically, then we investigate, we recover such money that has been mismanaged. And we also try as much as possible to prevent inflation of contract or over-invoicing. Going also to see that procurement processes are well followed. So these are the objective of Constituency and Executive Project Tracking Division. We recover money, we compel contractors more often than not to go back to project sites, to go and do projects that are either not well done or the projects that they have abandoned. So these are the projects, these are the objective of Constituency and Executive Project Tracking Division.
Community monitoring of projects, especially public or development projects, is essential for transparency and improved outcomes. Through active involvement, communities can detect irregularities, prevent corruption, and demand accountability from contractors, government agencies, and service providers. Here is why it is important.
I'd like to know from you why community monitoring of projects is important.
Everybody comes from a community. And these projects that government is funded is domiciled in our constituencies and our various local governments in the communities. If ICPC goes to monitor a project, it is also incumbent on the people in that community to also collaborate with ICPC. What would they do when we talk about collaboration? To see that, yes, ICPC has come and we have flagged this project as not being well executed. They will also be there to see that, yes, what ICPC has done is okay, is good. So, such that when ICPC leaves, they will be there to also help us monitor such project to completion and give ICPC feedback. So, and we have seen so many of such being done across the country. So what we are saying essentially is this: aside from ICPC going to the various local governments, to the various constituencies to track and further investigate projects that are not well done, the people of the community, the onus rather is on the people of the community to also stay back and see that these projects that has been monitored is executed and executed well. From our experiences, we have seen that while we go to various communities and getting involved various community stakeholders and also training them and giving them a kind of capacity build, how they can monitor government projects. They have responded beautifully. They have responded in such a way that, yes, we can say, yeah, these things are getting better. When we started project tracking years back, the level of project completion was below 40. But because of our consistency and the collaboration with these community stakeholders, the percentage of job completion now is around 86%. So what we are saying essentially is this: by the time we, as ICPC, leaves the community, coming back to Abuja, our various state offices, the community stakeholders, the community people help us, or help themselves rather, to monitor those projects to completion. When there is an issue, they report back to ICPC that, okay, this project that you have compelled this ABC contractor to come back to site, he has not done it, or he has not done it well. And when that is done, we quickly call the contractor to see what is happening. And again, aside from that, again, we have seen cases where community leaders are now writing petition against their against their representatives that, okay, we learned that this our community, there are projects in this our community in the budget, but we have not seen. And when that is done, ICPC takes it off and says, okay, and say, okay, we invite either the MDAs concerned or the stakeholder that has inputted the project in the constituency, what is happening? And things are getting better. And there's this synergy between the community and their leaders now in terms of who owns the project. Initially, the community people thought when the leaders come and start maybe distributing palliative, whatever to them, they felt that it is these leaders, these representatives that are using their personal money to execute such projects. We made them realize that, no, it is their money, it is government money. They should demand accountability. And I can tell you that almost in every community now, they are demanding accountability from their leaders. They ask their leaders pertinent questions. If a project is not being executed in the communities, they ask them, you are our leaders in Abuja, what is happening that community A, B, C are having projects domiciled in their communities, and our own community doesn't have such. So there's this what we call social accountability with regards to the fact that community stakeholders are asking questions, asking ICPC certain questions, and also demanding accountability from their leaders. I think it's a win-win situation for everybody.
You're still watching Transparency Files. Youths are the backbone of every community as they are active, energetic, and increasingly aware of their rights. As the largest demographic group in Nigeria, young people have a crucial role to play in holding public officials accountable. Please stay tuned as we bring you our youth segment.
Constituency projects are meant to bring development directly to the grassroots through the construction of schools, health centers, roads, boreholes, and empowerment schemes. However, many of these projects suffer from poor execution, abandonment, or outright diversion due to lack of public oversight. This is where young people come in. By actively participating in the monitoring of these projects, the youth can help ensure that funds allocated for their communities are used transparently and effectively. Here's what some of the youth had to say.
I think the youth can take advantage of technology. They can use technology, social media apps, and mobile apps, GPS, and other online platforms to monitor projects in real time. They can track the progress and highlight delays and expose potential misuse of funds. This would improve responsiveness and data collection, and also it helps with transparency and accountability.
When the government has a certain project in a certain location, and you as a youth living there, you have a role to play. Like meeting the leaders there that works with the government, ask them questions to know more about what is going on in the project. Ask them what about the water, what about the road, what is going on, how will they fix it, how will they do this. If they are not giving any good response, it's your right to go and make the ICPC and complain about the issue, so that they can able to make a quick answer for you.
Enhancing community participation. Youths are often more connected with grassroots communities. Their participation encourages wide community involvement and creates a sense of ownership when it comes to the projects the people are supposed to benefit from.
Building leadership and skills. Through monitoring activities, young people develop skills in communication, negotiation, data analysis, and leadership. It prepares them for future roles in governance and civil society.
And before we wrap up this edition, let us join Onolapo as he gives us a report from our state offices. Over to you.
From Lagos State comes a report that the Resident Anti-Corruption Commissioner, Mr. Alexandra Chukura, has urged the Nigerian Customs Service, NCS, to be more transparent and make its processes more citizen-friendly to reflect the government's anti-corruption stance. He made this known during a sensitization session for the staff and management of the NCS. The commissioner, represented by Mrs. Mary Omonaya, stressed the importance of customs enforcement in economic growth. Controller Mohammed Shoaib of the Nigeria Customs Service Ikeja commended the ICPC for the initiative and emphasized the need for customs officers to uphold integrity in the discharge of their duties at all times. Coming from Katsina State, the Code of Conduct Bureau, CCB, paid a courtesy visit to the ICPC Katsina to strengthen collaboration in the fight against corruption. The Bureau's State Director, Hajia Halima Salisu Mehula, emphasized the Bureau's role in promoting ethical conduct and asset declaration among public officers. The delegation was received by the resident anti-corruption commissioner, represented by Mr. Suleiman M. Meishanu, who reaffirmed the commission's support for continued collaboration with CCB to uphold integrity and combat corruption effectively. Similarly, the resident anti-corruption commissioner Enugu State, Mr. Kabir Elelu, led a team to pay a courtesy visit to the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, to strengthen the working relationship between the institution and the commission towards the fight against corruption. The acting vice chancellor, Professor Ogwe Ejiofor Ujam, represented by the deputy VC administration, Professor Romanus Eze Okonkwo, received the delegation and expressed readiness to partner with ICPC in curbing corruption and other vices in the institution. And from Akure, ICPC has launched a strategic partnership with the Ondo State Ministry of Education, Science and Technology to embed integrity building frameworks across the state school system. This was launched during a courtesy visit to the Honorable Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Professor Igbekele Amos, at the ministry's headquarters in Akure, led by the resident anti-corruption commissioner, Mr. Tiku Andrew Menge. He emphasized the importance of value-driven education in preventing corruption from an early age.
Community monitoring of projects is a key tool for promoting good governance and ensuring that development initiatives truly benefit the people they are meant to serve. It allows citizens to track the planning, implementation, and outcomes of public projects, ensuring that resources are used efficiently and for the intended purpose. The fight against corruption is our responsibility. Join in the fight today and take ownership of your environment by reporting acts of corruption around you to ICPC. And that's it on today's edition. Please visit our website www.icpc.gov.ng for more about the Commission's activities and follow us on our social media platforms at ICPC Nigeria. Thank you for watching. See you again same time next week. Bye for now.